I load in with a glass of water in one hand and my mouse in the other. I quickly realise this means I don't have a hand to move my character, so I reluctantly put down my glass, risking dehydration. I lock in for the tutorial and immediately walk the wrong way and get an out of bounds message. If only there was a clear and obvious sign. I usually mock tutorials, but as I'm a console gamer vacationing on PC from time to time, it is surprisingly useful. Press C to crouch. Not even Nancy Drew could have figured that one out. I eliminate my first enemy, steal his belongings, and continue forward with the boys through what is quite frankly one of the best looking games I've played in recent memory. Arena Breakout Infinite is a free game, which makes no sense to me. I've paid $80 for games that I played 15 minutes of and then dunked my head in a bowl of sulfuric acid to ensure my retinas never had to endure the experience again. I did the same thing after I watched 23 minutes of an adult video before realizing the girls were never arriving. Sometimes the best things in life are free though, like a walk through the woods to connect with nature or slagging off an old person out the window of your car at a traffic light. The AI boys and I prepare for a tactical breach, and I choose this exact moment to pop some pills. Who needs to be aiming down the side when you're off your face abusing pharmaceutical medication? We then do another breach, and this time I don't take pills, and you know what happens? I get flashbanged and a cute guy in a beret shoots me in the face, just like that tasteful adult video I watched last night, except in the video he wasn't holding a gun, he was holding, well look alright, I watched the entire video. And the sequel, which was arguably better than the original. Meet Big Clarky, an absolute giga chad. I choose an AK-74N as my weapon of choice, a bottle of God's bathwater, and load up with supplies for my first authentic run on the farm map. I head out and begin absolutely melting my opponents. Maybe it's because I'm one of the best fraggers in the world, maybe it's because you verse bots for the first few rounds as you learn. Either way, I kill more people than asbestos and loot my way to newfound levels of wealth. I run through the trees filled with a false sense of how good I am and evac out of there making a cool $130,000 worth of profit. I proceed to do many more farm runs, cutting my teeth against bots as I grow my impressive inventory of weapons, grenades, ammunition, and a ukulele, which surprisingly is one of the most useful items in the game. No, it's not at all, it's a wooden stringed instrument in a shooting game. I murder a lot of people before suddenly I arrive at the level where you encounter real players. I didn't know this yet, so I'm browsing the menu out in the open on some single player vibes, but then a big girl comes around the corner. I rinse her like she was a reusable diaper and I was a loving mother who doesn't shave her armpits. The game has forever changed and we must now prepare for real person AI. Or as they say, I head out ready to fight again and find myself a safe to loot. My eyes light up as I soak in the Benjamins, but imagine my surprise when a duo opens fire on me. I engage the dodgy malakas, and I want to sound respectful here, but Noah's Ark couldn't carry these two. These guys have the map awareness of Nemo's dad. Is this a farm or a petting zoo? Because pelicans are getting fed. I proceed to play many more rounds on the farm. Sometimes I get a lot of loot and feel great about myself. Other times I kill players who are armed with nothing but a small knife and I feel even better. Feeling like a big fish in a small pond, I cruise around without a worry in the world. I wouldn't be surprised if an esports team picks me up after watching this video. Then in a sudden moment, someone open fires on me. I turn around to engage and get savagely gunned down by a guy called Kool-Aid. You wouldn't kiss your mum on the lips, so why would you ruin perfectly good water? I hate Kool-Aid. The important thing is not to let this experience ruin my confidence. I proceed to camp in a corner for 15 minutes. New tactic: hide, wait, listen to footsteps, and then shoot them in the back when they're not paying attention. Not the most noble strategy, but the only time I finish second is in the bedroom. And just then to Kool-Aid. I hear enemies close by, and like a trapdoor spider on heat, I pounce out ready to devour my husband. I'm pretty sure female spiders eat the males after they mate. It would take 2 seconds to fact check that, but you know what didn't take 2 seconds? This 15-minute encounter. I lace one guy with my scar, not missing a shot, and then turn off my rage trainer. I check my map for reasons unknown, as I'm kind of just crouch walking between the same corner and bush, so it doesn't gain me any tactical advantage. I get laced myself, return fire with the same accuracy as a 7 whiskey piss, suffer substantial body wounds, and limp into a deeper, darker corner. Take some non-recreational morphine, gun down a second attacker, somebody stop this guy, drink some water, engage in another firefight but mostly just shoot pine trees, hide behind the pine tree I just shot while Big Clarky milks his bullet wounds. Pull it together, big fella, they were through and throughs. I limp back to my original corner, which is cozy and nostalgic. Camp for ages again. Become slightly hungry, which I guess is slightly inconvenient. I climb up here and gun down a bot at long range, which was a questionable decision, as it not only let everyone know I'm still right here, but now I've only got half a mag left. I loot the geezers I killed, proceed to panic at the sound of nearby gunfire, retreat into a nearby building where I'm welcomed with a shotgun slug to the face. Operation failed, and it hurts. The game then spectates my teammate who is locking down the field, I guess. The AFK guy is having a better round than me. It's clear my tactic was all wrong. You can't just camp in the one place. Not without a semi-automatic S12K shotgun with an 8x variable scope. I run straight for the most enclosed place I can find, camp my little dick off, and then lay out the people who rush by. Absolute cinema. The following round I do the same thing except with a silent sniper rifle. I hide in a bush for the entire round. I can now safely say I know exactly how military snipers feel when they have to stay in the same place for up to a week. It's like the other day I got tackled in footy and my mate put his elbow right into my stomach and I thought, childbirth really isn't that bad, grow up women. My patience pays off as an unsuspecting player walks by. I line up my sniper and shoot him directly in the head. I'm going to be honest, he takes it like a champion. I panic as I was already living in the him being dead reality and begin floundering like a magic carp in a K-hole as I realise I have greatly underestimated the importance of helmets. I've been wearing a World War II helmet for example for fashion reasons, but I picked it up from a low-level guard during the tutorial mission. Not a great choice, or moment. I really sprayed that Uzi just about everywhere but onto the guy who had already been shot in the head, so I imagine even a bullet or two connecting would have finished him off. It's important I grow from this, as this is my own, very personal journey. I reach out to one of the Stealtho boys, Jezo, so that we can play duos. The fact that Jezo is the #1 ranked Battlefield player in the Oceanic region is merely a happy coincidence. I don't need Noah's Ark to carry me when I have Jezo. We roll out and I honestly feel 10 times as confident with one of the boys close by. We spot a bot and proceed to engage, but unfortunately the almost useless World War II helmet I wore for 20 rounds was the tip of the iceberg when it came to being combat ready.
There's two of them. Oh, one. You got ammo in that?
It sucks he noticed I wasn't shooting. Huge aura loss. Eventually I figure out how to use my 45 round mags, and once I get that gun loaded, we engage another duo. We take them out with ease as our domination era begins. Domination era sounds a bit kinky for sure, but I feel it also perfectly encapsulates the rampage you're about to witness.
I'm just watching. He's pushed out the back of that cannon now.
Your side?
They got me. Shit!
Shit, what? Our brother Jezo dies off camera, but it doesn't make it any less sad. Actually, no, it definitely softens the blow. I think if I'd seen him die, I would have pulled out my Ethernet cable and cried, because I'm an empath. It's now a 2v1 situation with Cold War levels of tension. No Jezo is scary, but I know this is my moment to repay him for all the years of wins, for all the revives, for all the bubble baths together, I mean PUBG wins. I lock in and do what I do best. Don't move much at all. The first murderer emerges and I open fire, tagging him up several times. Clearly sensing that he is not the alpha in this combat situation, he retreats like a wounded, confused, vulnerable gazelle. Call me a spoiled teenage girl throwing a tantrum right before the yearly family holiday because my camping days are over. I rush the trembling enemy, stand over him and finish him off while he applies bandages like an idiot. Now in a 1v1 encounter, there are no excuses. This is the gulag, but they're forgetting I have Russian blood pumping through my veins. That's not true, I'm all Australian with a splash of Greek and a pinch of Irish. Did you click a gaming video or a Modest Pelican ancestry deep dive? Who knows, but against all odds, I kill the final guy. Halley's Comet periodically returns to the inner solar system where it becomes briefly visible from the Earth once every 75 years. Me carrying Jezo is a similar phenomenon, and so I cherish the rare moment. Some might say that I didn't back him up during the initial engagement when he died. Others might say I tactically used him as a sacrificial lamb. All I know is I'm single-handedly inflating this game's economy. We load in again, and I was not expecting one of the most wholesome interactions I've ever had online. We met this guy from Iran, and although the language barrier was thick, we just have a whole round vibing with this Iranian bro called Arash. Where are you from, bro?
I'm from Iran.
Yo, that's sick. It's cool to be in a game with you, bro.
I don't understand, bro. Sorry, my English is not good.
Nah, your English is good, man.
Oh, there's people out here. Might be.
Alright, I got your back, bro. I'll watch over you while you lose.
I don't understand, bro.
Great kill.
Thanks, bro.
No worries, bro. I doubt we will ever find a teammate like Arash again, and this is proved in the very next round where I tried to quickscope a high-level player and fail. I bet Arash would have hit that quickscope. Jezo and I have a quick tactical discussion and ask ourselves what would Arash do in this situation. We proceed to each equip a semi-automatic shotgun with an 8x variable scope. The round begins and almost instantly we find ourselves in our biggest gunfight yet. A little known fact about shotguns is they don't have great range. I proceed to get more hit markers than Kevin Hart if he got in a domestic dispute with his partner. The fight rages on for a while and somehow we win and end up killing everyone, securing the juicy loot. I die a few times and Jezo keeps reviving me. I end up getting 0 kills and he gets 13, and I'm thinking, when did we even see 13 people? Overall, a real team effort, and I can't help but feel balance has been restored to the Stealtho Boy universe. My cat Fat Tony likes being carried, and he takes after his puppa. It's in this moment we make a genuinely huge tactical shift to our playstyle. You see, looting is important, but you do get caught with your pants down from time to time when you're finger blasting a locked safe. These rounds can last for up to 40 minutes, so there is no rush. From now on, before we do any looting, we sprint around the map, murdering absolutely everyone first, making the area completely safe. Every round I take in 9 AK-74N mags, the 8x variable shotgun for close range, 6 frag grenades, and a great attitude. The tactic is exceptionally effective, but we keep forgetting to loot after we kill everyone. All of these high kill rounds and we're running at a net loss due to the price of ammunition and supplies. We're like eccentric billionaires on a remote island in international waters hunting humans for sport. It is truly an enriching experience until I was haunted by a ghost of my past. In the middle of a gunfight, our opponent hides in a tree and we lose him like he was my virginity. I swear I've lost it. We attempt to use explosives to flush him out, but he stays perfectly still and calm. Our nemesis chooses his moment wisely to eventually murder us both from the sanctuary of his vegetation. I hate him, but I also respect him. I started this journey camping and was eventually finished by a camper. And this weekend I'm going camping. The universe truly does work in mysterious ways. Arena Breakout Infinite Season 2 Crimson Edge is now live. The game isn't on Steam yet, so I've linked the website where you can download it in the description. If you enjoyed this video, hit like. I love you.